On our recent trip to Europe, we tried to participate in one or more activities that represented the culture we were visiting.
So in Madrid, we chose flamenco, which we will talk about in our next video.
And bullfighting. We had some experience with bullfighting in Mexico as we had covered it for Destino Los Cabos, a magazine that we worked for there.
Yes, the bull ring there was recently reopened and we were invited to a fiesta as well as the bloodless show that followed.
This experience really didn't compare to the fights in other parts of the world, especially Spain, since the Cabo bullfights focus on entertainment and tourism, not artistry. And the bulls were quite a bit smaller than the ones we saw in Madrid.
So as good journalists, we put our personal opinions aside, rode the metro to Seoul, which led us off right at the Plaza del Toros. We took some time to shop at the plaza and were told by some locals that there had been 2 recent serious injuries at this very same plaza.
Yes, one matador was gored through the groin. He survived, and the other matador was gored through his jaw and the horn came out of his mouth. Both men have survived. But this did fuel the controversy which was around bullfighting even in Madrid. The King and Queen attended the night we were there, and we were in some rather expensive seats in the shade. We found out later that was the premium area out of the sunshine. And of course, all the fighting did take place and all the pageantry did take place right there in front of us. 3 matadors lead the parade, and they greet the crowd and are greeted as heroes. This is, in fact, the national sport of Spain. So, pageantry and controversy aside, the bull does finally enter the ring, and he's greeted by the matadors hidden behind barricades. The ritual slaughter then begins, as the bull is subjected to novices and the picadors, armed with lances, to weaken the bull and distract it before the matador comes into the ring. Those who oppose bullfighting point to this part of the event as not being a fair fight, as the bull is weakened and then distracted by the bandoleros, who attach forks, and then by the novices, who bullfight the bull prior to the matador coming out. This is by no means a full report about bullfighting. If you want an in-depth look at this sport, then keep an eye out for the upcoming print articles that we're going to write. What we'd like to do here is give our bifocal opinions about what we saw in Madrid. The consensus of those we spoke with was that there is undeniable artistry and tradition here, but that there could be some modification in the way that the bull is treated. Most appreciate the artistry of the matador, who gets close to the bull and stands his ground. However, no one believes that this is a fair fight. After all, one man said, if the bull happens to win by goring the matador, then it is immediately killed. What's fair about that? Another woman did suggest that allowing the bull to die in a fight, which was its nature, was no more cruel than hitting our beef over the head with a sledgehammer. 5 out of 5 people who commented suggested that Spain might eventually want to adopt the Portuguese style of bullfighting, which does not kill the bull in the ring, though some say that this takes place at a later time away from onlookers. This type of ritual demonstration has been going on for thousands of years and is not exclusive to Spain. And while I do believe that it's unfortunate that the bull has to suffer it all, I understand that the consumption of the meat does make a difference. I will likely not go to another bullfight in my lifetime.
Sitting in that crowded arena, I was transported to the Colosseum thousands of years ago in Rome, just to witness this slaughter. I will never do this again.
There seems to be an age gap. As people get younger, then they are not so interested in tradition, and they are not so interested in attending the bullfights, although we did see a packed house on this particular event. And once the bull is killed, and there are 6 bulls for every bullfight event, and each of them were killed, they are ceremoniously allowed to die. Their spines are severed and they are dragged from the ring.